Hey Leo, Healing Grasshopper here to do your bonus reading for August 2025. Hmm. So we are using the After Tarot, which is a really interesting deck. I enjoy this deck, but I don't use it very often. Um, it depicts the next frame after the original card. So this is what they imagined is happening right after the snapshot of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So in the Nine of Pentacles, you have this guy um, standing on his own, wounded and exhausted, and wondering if he should carry on. And there's another guy now that's appeared next to him who is appearing to maybe offer some support, but at the very least, we don't know that really. But at the very least, he's at least there to let this original person know that he's not alone. He's not the only one who is overburdened and exhausted, which is a good thing to know sometimes because when we're in this situation, we can often feel alone, right? So let's see what the rest of the cards tell us. King of Swords, we'll see if that's reversed in a moment. But King of Swords is about discernment. Knight of Wands, not reversed. So the King of Swords has rested his sword in the ground here, and he is turned his focus onto his falcon here, which are his eyes, his bird's eye view, right? And it's almost as if he's consulting with the bird. So this is like an assessment of everything that he's observed with his sword within arm's reach. So this is you using your discernment, is all it is. It's very much the same as the original card. The Knight of Wands is fire moving forward. But then we have the Sphinx there that he's moving past, which is the mysteries of life. So to me, this is feeling like don't be so much in a hurry. Like he's so focused on his path forward that he's missing the view around him and the things that he can learn as well. So there needs to be a balance of action, which the Knight of Swords depicts, but pausing, observation too, and a sense of presence. What else do we have? In the atmosphere that we're in right now, Leo, there's a lot of shifting of energies. So it's going to make us feel like, ooh, energy, go, 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 go. I'm being supported. This doesn't mean that you consciously feel this, but at least subconsciously you feel like an urge to push forward, right? which is a good thing, but we can't do it blindly, is pretty much what this is saying. Well, we can, but we shouldn't do it blindly. Okay. And what did I say about doing things blindly? Because Seven of Swords in this deck is absolutely saying this. This is the work smarter, not harder card. You know the story. He's stolen these swords from this encampment because those are five less swords or seven less swords. Um, well, he's holding five less swords that can be used against him, type thing. He's weakening his opponent, but he's so much focused on the gloating here that he doesn't see the snare that he's about to walk into, right? So this is all about staying present and focusing on the right things at the right time, right? So there needs to be a balance of everything. We've got to be vigilant in where we're putting our attention. If we're putting it too much in the future, we've got to pull back and focus on the present. You know, if we're being too pessimistic, we need to pull back and find our faith. If we're gloating, we have to pull back and, connect with spirit and our humility. Wait, what's happening here? I've got the deck upside down, but maybe this is our card. Is this our focus card? No. Okay. It's our focus card? Yes. No. One under it? No. Uh-huh. Very nice. We've got the Six of Swords. So this in the next frame is the woman who was previously sailing in the boat has now arrived to her destination and she's gotten out of the boat to calmer shores and a better, a better outcome, safer, more abundant place, we imagine, right? And that's nice to see in the center here in a diagonal from the Nine of Wands because this is a card of uncertainty, right? And this card is more of a card of getting to your destination and a feeling of security and hopefulness, where there's not much of that here. The Chariot. This is things progressing forward in a balanced way, right? We have the Knight of Wands, which is fire, it's motivation. And you've got your motivation that's fueling this chariot that's propelling you forward. Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about a choice. In the original card, he's holding a wand in one hand and the globe in another. and it talks about making the right choice for the future. But here he is sharing this globe with another person. So this is very much a Two of Cups type energy. Excuse me, guys, I told wrongly. Um, yeah, let's just see what the next two cards are. You know, that's funny. It feels like most of the readings that I've done so far for the bonuses were turning up with some kind of connection to someone else. Because most of the time, my readings are focused on you guys and not so much on your relationships. But yeah, relationships are definitely coming up in this bonus month. We've got the King of Cups next to the Two of Wands here. The King of Cups is one who is in touch with his emotions. He is emotionally accessible. He has an even temper. He is moral and loving, but not overly so. He's not the type of person that wears the heart on his sleeve. He's very even keels type person. Um, so these two cards are talking about maturity in love and maturity in relationships. Doesn't necessarily need to be love specifically. You know, this is about coming into a relationship and assessing it with a rational mind and cautious but open heart. You know, with and by open heart, I mean not allowing the baggage from the past um get in the way of our decisions for the present and the future, right? The whole just because someone treated you badly in the past doesn't mean that it's happening in the present and future, that kind of thing. Um, so this is approaching your relationships with a healthy heart, pretty much. Moving forward. The Fool. This is taking the leap with faith. He's already jumped off the cliff, but he's holding on to the cliff. Sorry, guys, I'm yawning quite a bit. He's hanging on to the cliff, but he's smelling his rose that he has. He still has faith. This is knowing that life isn't going to be perfect, but trusting in spirit anyway. Okay. Death card in the end is an ending. But the sun's coming up here. There is a rebirth. Okay. This is all about a new life that you're moving into, Leo. But the sooner you leave the difficulties behind, get in your chariot, and look towards the future, the better. Okay? Clarification? No clarification. No advice cards. So, yeah, that's the message, Leo. You've got a short one. And you know what it is too, Leo, that you've got very little problems here. It looks like you've successfully moved on, or at least you are successfully moving on. You may not have close the door completely, but you are in that process. You're not like stuck in the past. So I'm glad to see that. Just have faith that you're moving towards better days. That's all. Yeah, okay. I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys in the comment section. It's like Christmas morning when I see comments. I answer every single one. So if there's something on your minds, let me know. Let's talk. I'll be in that comment section waiting for you, waiting to answer you. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and beyond. It is a very quick gesture, costs you nothing, means the world to this channel and to me. Okay? If you are really inclined to helping this channel, liking and subscribing does a lot. Um, but also watching my playlists do a whole lot for me too. If you look in the playlist list section, you'll see that there's a Leo section for you. You can put that on as background noise while you're doing your daily tasks or even sleeping, because watch hours equals growth for a channel. So if you can do that for me, I thank you in advance. Um, I'm assuming this is your sun sign that you're watching. But what you might not know is that watching your moon sign video, your rising, and your north node will give you a more complete picture. If you don't know what those signs are, you can easily find that out for free online. Just Google calculate my blank sign, find out what that is. Come back to the Healing Grasshopper channel and watch the corresponding videos. Um, Also, I want to let you know that I see you all in my analytics. My American watchers, I love you and I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. But then there are my UK, my Canadian, and Australian watchers. You blow me away. It's amazing. Thank you for your support. What's really mind blowing to me, though, are the subtitle watchers. It's unbelievable. The Spanish Portuguese watchers, um, the Tagalog Filipino watchers, and the Hindi Indian watchers. Thank you for your support. I would like to say though, please bear with the subtitles for now. Thank you for watching with the subtitles. At some point, when the channel grows, I will be able to afford dubbing the videos in your languages. But until then, bear with the subtitles and stay with me. And do your best to support the channel by watching the playlist, like I said, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay? Thank you for your support. Have a good week, a good month, Leo. Love, light, and many blessings.